Pace car rolls off for the first ever race of the DuPont World Series of Racing Division 2 Series. And Josh Travel on the pole will lead us to the green flag. This is the new minor league series of the DuPont World Series of Racing. And it's begun now. Josh Travel leads coming into turn 1, now exiting turn 2. Chris Louviere, number 99, right behind in the Red Bull. A couple of teams bringing their own minor league teams with them. Cybertron Motorsports with one of their old Elite Series cars that they kind of rebuilt to fit the requirements of this series. And then you got Chris Louviere driving a Toyota, an old Toyota from Red Bull as well from last season actually. As Josh Travel will lead the first lap, with Louviere and Sofia Vargas, the 60, and Oliver Agles up there in 4th. Back here in 5th as we've got a battle for the lead going on as Louviere is trying to make a move on Josh Travel, but here is Jeff James in the 5 for S3 Motorsports. All the Budweiser cars are S3 Motorsports cars. Right behind him is Michael Block, and right behind Michael Block is Joshua Michaels, the 2 MBR cars. Michael Block is the only DuPont World Series of Racing driver that's actually in this minor league series, so there's a lot of criticism going on about that, saying that he shouldn't even be in this, but he isn't even leading, so I guess it's not too big of a deal. People are expecting him to absolutely flat out dominate, but he hasn't been doing that so far. Sofia Vargas making a move on Josh Travel, and the 60 Red Bulls. Oh, contact there! Oh my! Sofia Vargas just driving straight through Josh Travel, found the hole and just punched it. And I don't think Travel's going to really appreciate that move, because that was pretty aggressive for so early in the race. Here's Dunlop Pratt, the number 01. Right behind him is former series champion Noah Hart. And we've got smoke. Something might have happened. The caution's not out. There was an accident in the back. And Satsuki, Jack Azure just straight up turns dishwasher into the wall twice, actually. And these two were already in the back, so I don't know what the point of that move was, but that's a tough break for dishwasher. I don't think it really did anything wrong. Let's take a look at this again just to make sure. Yes, it's Satsuki just blatantly wrecks dishwasher, then wrecks him again, puts him in the wall twice in a row in less than 5 seconds. And that was kind of mean, not really needed. Suzuki Jack Azure driving for the new Divine Dragons Motorsports team. A huge coalition up here in the top 4. All of them going at it, trying to get up to the lead. The MBR cars are now starting to make their way forward here, with Michael Block just getting shoved by Josh and Michaels, and never mind, Michaels leaves him. But Jeff James in 3rd place. Travel trying to make a run back at Vargas. I'm sure he did not appreciate that last move. Dishwasher does make it down to pit road, as you can see. And here comes Travel down to the inside. Going to make the pass on Vargas a little bit more clean than Vargas did. That's kind of surprising, but I guess be the better driver, I guess. But still a bit to go. John Skavnicki, a little bit in the mid-pack area right now. He's currently sitting in 13th. John Skavnicki, a former Red Bull driver from last season, however, lost his ride basically, decided to come down to Division 2 to see if he can help out some new and upcoming teams, get some good runs. So now he's driving the number 7 for the Mopar Dodge Factory team, which actually was a part of the main series a few seasons ago, but didn't have enough funding to continue. And to be quite honest, they weren't even that good in the first place. So, however, Skavnicki's here to help, and they're having an okay run so far. Reggie Alcaraz, his teammates, kind of up there. Joshua Michaels all over Chris Louviere. Joshua Michaels, another former top driver, hasn't really ran a lot of full-time seasons. In fact, he's been kind of a substitute for on a few occasions for a couple teams. And he usually does okay, but Michaels has actually won races before, so people are voting him to possibly win this Division 2 championships, and I don't really blame those predictions at all. MBR usually brings good cars in these type situations, as now Michaels passes underneath Chris Louviere, And now Michaels looking for Josh Travel. Here comes Michaels, dives underneath Josh Travel, who swung it a little bit wide in that corner. Josh and Michaels now. Kind of ironic with the CBM car next to him. Michaels was actually supposed to run with Cybertron Motorsports this season in the actually main World Series of Racing series. He was going to drive their number 10 when they fired Jacob Anthony, but however, Michaels got signed to the Canadian Touring Car Championship, so he couldn't really run full time. However, I guess he did have time because MBR signed him, so CBM's not too quite happy with Michaels at the moment because Michaels is showing pretty much why. Doing quite well here. Pit stops will begin for Josh Travel. He'll be the first one out of all the cars to come down to pit road for a pit stop. Vargas will lead the second group down pit road. And it's got a lot more cars this time. Josh and Michael still out there. But more cars pitting here. Here we go. Final group of cars that are going to have to pit. Josh and Michaels leads them down. We'll see where he ends up on the racetrack. Here comes Josh and Michaels. Gets a little bit in the grass, but exits quite well. And looks like he will keep the lead. There's Sofia Vargas. She is already on the full speed again. And here she comes. But Michaels gets up to speed quick enough, and Michaels will keep the lead. He's been really dominating these past couple of laps. And now Vargas going to get a huge run at 07. See if she could pass him before the line. Doesn't look like it. Maybe? No. But here comes Vargas down to the inside. She has a very quick Red Bull, that's for sure. And she's going to scoot right under Joshua Michaels to take the lead. Jean Sanford, she had a really good pit stop, and now she's up here, battling with Jeff James for third. Here's Michael Block, Michaels' teammate. Which lane's he going to choose? Which S3 car is he going to be forced to help? As we could be going 3 wide, and Travel almost just shoved Block into Jeff James, and Travel lost some ground because of the pit stop. He probably should not have pitted first. That's probably what hurt him. But now he's up with Gene Sanford for third. Nico Hall has transferred to the new McLaren team. This is the first time McLaren has ever been a part of the DuPont World Series of Racing in any form. They actually do have their one of their main drivers, Tristan Wilhoit. He is going to be driving the Patriots Trophy for McLaren. So the first ever McLaren in the 2015 DuPont World Series of Racing ever, in history ever. And they actually did make the show, so we'll see how Wilhoit does. But however, this is Nico Hall, currently running the full-time season for the Division 2 series. So good luck to Hall. He pretty much got dumped by Michael Block Racing. He was originally going to drive the 07, but then again, I guess Josh and Michaels yet again decided to make time, so they just put Michaels in the car and just left Nico Hall out to dry. These are the new California racing team, with the former world champion Jason Trost in the 62. He's back after a long break, and also in that team, the number 76 up there might be a familiar face to some of our more veteran viewers. Dylan Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg has actually won races in the main series a few times, and Jason Trost, a former champion. He kind of took last season off. Apparently, he said it was due to some family issues that he wanted to address. There are some rumors that it might have just been more than that. However, we have not really asked for details. However, Trost is back. He'll be driving for Patriots Trophy. Same for Schwallenberg. We'll see how they do. Trost did actually qualify for the event, for the DuPont 500. Sofia Vargas trying to deal with the slow car, Setsuke Jakajur. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But, ooh, oh boy, Gene Sanford roughing up Sofia Vargas like Vargas did to Travel. But Gene Sanford now, for the first time today, going to take the lead, as Vargas now falls to second. Here comes Michaels and Travel working together, gonna bump draft each other past Vargas. I bet they're not really happy with her, so they're gonna work together here for a split moment. As Gene Sanford is your leader. Theo Stegall the third. back here up in 21st out of 28 cars. Kind of one of the new drivers to come around. He's also going to be racing in the Patriots Trophy this season as well. Josh Ricard up there in front of him. So this is the same points system as last year, where it's top 20 get points. And so Theo Stegall trying to catch up to Josh Ricard and see if he could snag a point in his first ever race. He's a bit of a new driver, new and upcoming rookie. Not in the best equipment, but he seems like he's trying, so we'll see how he does. Dun Laprade has been very impressive driving for his own team of Dun Laprade Incorporated. He's a French driver, and he's doing quite well. He's running up in almost inside the top 5. He can get by Reggie Alcaraz, who's also having a pretty decent run. And Laprade was actually looking to be kind of a hot prospect. He's been quite fast in the Patriots Trophy practices that we had. Unfortunately, he did not make it into the DuPont 500 show, but he is still quite impressive here in the Division 2 series, running up here, kind of up in the front. Gene Sanford, Joshua Michaels side by side here, as Sanford gonna keep the lead. Michaels has been pretty dominant so far today. He's been up here in this top 5 this entire race. And Gene Sanford, she's having quite a good run herself. She'll be running in the DuPont 500 for SG Motorsports as well. And she actually qualified quite well. She qualified 4th, if I remember correctly. So Gene Sanford could possibly be a DuPont 500 underdog here. She has been due for a full-time ride for the past couple of seasons. And she is rumored to possibly go up further in the team and replace her brother, Charles Sanford. But we're not quite sure on that yet. That's next season plans, and we're barely at the start of the first season. Well, at the start of this season. Josh Travel will kick off the final pit stops as we've got about 10 laps to go. This race could be determined by the pit stop here. Josh Travel, first time down. He lost position last time he pitted first, so might not be a good idea. Gene Sanford will pit from the lead as multiple cars are going to follow her. A couple other cars are going to stay out. Some have more fuel than others. Those guys, I think, are hoping for some kind of caution to give them a good finish guaranteed. But they are down pit road. Now Michael's down pit road. We'll see how he does here. We'll see where he pulls out. Coming off pit road, and Gene Sanford is nowhere to be found. And she's not in front of him, we know that, but Joshua Michaels taking no tires, only fuel, it seems. A couple of drivers took 2 tires. I think Gene actually took 4. I'm not quite sure what kind of strategy that is, though. But she is back there in 3rd behind Oliver Auglais, with only a few laps to go. The SG cars are catching him, but they will not be enough as Joshua Michaels takes the white flag here at Indianapolis. A very, very good day for Joshua Michaels. Been inside the top 5 this entire time. Hasn't been outside of it very much, if at all. Michael Block Racing may have made a really good decision by putting in Joshua Michaels instead of Nico Hall. Although we question the morality of it, I guess in the long run it wasn't that bad of an idea. And Joshua Michaels, kind of been a journeyman driver in his career. A good Canadian. Trader to Cybertron Motorsports in a way. But coming out the final corner, Joshua Michaels will be the first ever DuPont World Series of Racing Division 2 winner.